Hey y'all, it's Custom with Solutions 8 coming at you with some more Google Ads Ninja-ness. Today I want to talk to you about the Google Ads experts. You've probably encountered these people. If you're spending any amount of money on Google Ads, you're getting phone calls from folks from Google. They actually have at google.com emails too if they're following up with you. And they want to schedule a call. There are some improvement opportunities in your campaign. They have some great ideas for growth and expansion, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Now, hopefully, you haven't taken any of their advice. We do a lot of lead generation at my agency, as you can imagine. What I mean is we generate leads for ourselves. And so I'm on the phone a lot with people who have, major problems with Google Ads campaigns. And one of the primary, I'd say one of the top five things that goes wrong, right up there with penalization is, I spoke with a Google consultant, and after taking their advice, my campaign is destroyed. And now I can't get it back to where it was. This happens all the time. As a matter of fact, as evidence of this issue, let's take a look at what I've got pulled up here. So this is my favorite. Here's a Reddit thread, and this is one of many, by the way. But here's somebody saying, Google Ads consultant gave me bad advice. What can I do? And then if you look at the comments, I've got some of these highlighted. This is why you don't take Google's advice. Account reps are basically glorified salespeople. Get in line. That might be my favorite. Never take advice from a Google Ads strategist. Most AdWords experts not only give poor advice, but their advice conflicts with other experts, which, by the way, I also see often. So, you're working with expert A and they get transitioned away for whatever reason, and expert B comes in and they tell you something completely opposite. Taking advice from a Google rep is like asking the waiter what drink he suggests. And then this is actually on Google's forum. What I think is really funny is that they froze this. They locked this, but problem with Google AdWords consultant completely ruining your AdWords account and blaming you. Now, again, this happens all the time. The best analogy I've heard is that Fender makes the best guitar. But Fender, to date, at least to my knowledge, has not produced the best guitar player. There's so much to the Google Ads game. And I promise you, if you've been running your account successfully for any period of time, if you have a 6-month long ramp, you know more about Google Ads than that account rep does. Chances are that account rep has never run a business, has never actually done lead generation, has never been on the receiving end of inbound leads and had to determine, is this quality lead, is it market qualified, sales qualified, et cetera. So you're dealing with some kid probably who's reading off of a script that a company that's not even Google. That's what's really interesting about these account reps is, now I can't prove this, but this is what I think. I think it's these folks. So here's a company, and the reason I think that is because when we hire for client managers, I'm always looking for people with Google Ads experience, and this is one of the companies that comes up in people's job history often. And I've asked folks what it is that you did, and there's various roles, but through a combination of conversations, I kind of pieced together that I think that I don't know if they're the primary ones or the only ones, but I know for a fact that the Google Ads consultants are outsourced because we've heard that from our Google team. So that's been confirmed. And who it is I guess irrelevant, but I think it might be these T-Tech folks. Regardless, it's an outsourced fulfillment center that's just trying to get you to spend more money. Why else would Google invest this much money in putting people in front of you unless they actually thought that it was going to increase your spend? Now, I actually think that Google's pretty in high integrity as far as trillion-dollar organizations go. They tend to do the right things, or at least try to. Obviously the account rep's going to speak to things like increased performance, but you'll probably notice if you're on the phone with these people, they keep going towards, some of the smart bidding strategies, automated bidding strategies. There's nothing wrong with that, by the way. Smart shopping is one of the most effective tools I've ever seen for e-commerce ever. We don't have a single smart shopping campaign that's performing under a 350% ROAS, and we have some that are in the many thousands. So smart shopping can really work, but you got to know how to use it. You can't run smart shopping right out of the gate without some shopping conversions. Now, you can use branded conversions in shopping. That's perfectly fine, but I don't think your Google account rep knows that. So if they're trying to get you to use, automated structures or lean too heavily on the machine, you need to get them to explain why. Really, you need to just not be on the phone with them. So honestly, that's my advice is ignore those people entirely. Hire somebody who knows what they're doing. Doesn't have to be me. It should, but it doesn't have to. But it's not difficult to find, incidentally, either. Like, if you can't afford us or you just don't like my hair or whatever, go to Upwork. You can see people that have, they've made $250,000 and spent 1,000 hours on Google. Find somebody with a proven model. And you know, I mean, if at all possible, find somebody who's done something in your industry specifically that'll get you even closer to the mark. But don't answer Google's phone and don't take their advice or their recommendations. They're good folks. They're well-meaning. Some of it, if you're just getting started and they're just helping you with like the initial ramp up period, like the account creation, I'm sure that stuff's fine. But as soon as they start trying to help you optimize your campaigns, I think they're going to go to hell in a handbasket. So I hope this was valuable. If you have other topics you want me to hit, let me know. I'm shooting a video every single day, and I want to be YouTube famous. So subscribe, please, because the minute I hit 1,000 subscribers, I get to go live, which is what I'm looking forward to. So give me a thumbs up if you liked what I'm saying. Share this if you think it's applicable. And I think that's all the prompts that I can give you. That's enough calls to action, right? Like, we're done. We're good. We feel good. Good. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.